When Monica was following her daughter Erica that day, she saw Erica throw a trash bag out of the car window when she was driving on the outskirts of the city, somewhere where nobody could see her. Monica knew that her daughter had been acting strangely for a while now, and maybe what was inside this trash bag could help her get some answers. But when Monica got closer, she suddenly noticed the trash bag move. There was something inside of there. Her hands were shaking as she got closer and tried to carefully open the bag. But what was inside the trash bag? Why had Monica's daughter thrown it out of her car, and why was Monica even following her? Before we start, smash the like button and make sure to subscribe if you haven't, and hit that notification bell so that you won't miss any new stories. Monica started to feel more and more troubled. For one, Monica could no longer shake the feeling that her daughter was keeping secrets from her, secrets that Monica felt would likely lead to great trouble. But things hadn't always been this way. Monica and her daughter had been very close in the past, but recently she could feel her daughter slipping away. And that was because of what had caused the rift, her separation from her now ex-husband. Although Monica found it difficult to explain to her daughter, the truth was their marriage had been on the rocks for years. Both Monica and her ex-husband had fallen out of love and barely got along, choosing to only stay together for the sake of their young daughter. But even with their agreement, things became far too strenuous to keep up the act. Since the separation, Monica and her ex-husband have had equal joint custody. That meant Erica would spend every other weekend with her father. But to Monica, it seemed every time her daughter returned from one of those weekends, she became quieter and more withdrawn. This put Monica in an uncomfortable situation because although Erica was more withdrawn, it was not unusual behavior for a 17-year-old. Plus, her daughter's grades had not fallen, and so far, there were no reports from the school of Erica getting into any sort of trouble. Monica had begun to lessen her worries and give her daughter the space she needed. She had read that confronting a fragile teenager could damage their relationship forever, which no mother wanted to do. Monica was downstairs on a cold night. She had worked long hours the past 3 days, but was far too exhausted to get her body to rest. She decided to drink some hot cocoa and read a book till she fell asleep. That was when she heard a strange noise. At first, Monica could only think one thought: ghost. But then she shook her head, reminding herself that Erica was home that weekend. Now Monica was concerned. She could not check Erica's room because her daughter kept the door shut. Monica decided she would test her suspicions before making any final decisions. Unfortunately, night after night, the same thing would occur. Monica decided she would do some more detective work, and to her surprise, she got lucky last night. After a few nights of observing Erica's movements at night, Monica knew her daughter would be up at 2 o'clock. Setting her light to dim so that she wouldn't alarm Erica, Monica peered through her window, which stood above the parking spots. She watched as her daughter walked slowly to the car. Finally, she got in and drove away slowly. Erica would not return for another 2 hours. Erica had been sneaking out at odd hours of the night. What had her daughter been up to when she left the house so late in the day? Finally, after hours of watching from her window, she spotted Erica drive back in. Monica was aghast and beside herself. It had been over 2 hours since her daughter had snuck out. The relief she felt from seeing Erica pull up to the driveway looking unharmed was swiftly swamped by the growing anger in her mind. But Monica didn't have time to deal with that because this time Erica had returned with something in her hands. Monica was terrified. All she wanted to do in that moment was to march over to Erica's room and let her know she had been spying on her and demand she tell her what was truly going on. But even as the comforting scene played in her mind, she knew that it was out of the question. If she did that, her daughter would be lost to her forever. For now, she would have to keep her discovery to herself. Monica was so conflicted and determined to solve the mystery that she did something she hadn't done in months. 2 days later, luck would shine on Monica once more. This time, she was sitting in the living room when she heard Erica yell from the other side of their home that she would be leaving the house. Monica peeked through the window, and to her surprise, she saw that Erica was holding the trash bag. Monica could not stop herself. She felt her body move of its own will. Turning on her daughter's location with the Find Your Phone feature, Monica waited a few minutes before trailing her. But what she would find was something even she hadn't truly imagined. Monica knew it was the right decision to turn on the Find My iPhone feature on her daughter's phone. This way she can locate her now that she needs it. Monica started her car and connected her phone to her navigation. But when she looked at where her daughter was, she got shocked. She drove very far, very quickly. She was definitely in a hurry, but why? Erica was far gone when Monica stopped on the side of the road. She stepped out of her car and slowly walked toward the object. She abruptly stopped when she noticed something. Monica recognized that the object was actually a trash bag. Why would her daughter throw this bag in the middle of nowhere? While she was thinking about what it could be, the trash bag when her question suddenly answered itself. Out of nowhere, Monica saw the trash bag move. She screamed in shock and couldn't believe what had just happened. She stood still and stared at the bag to see if it would do it again, and it did. What could possibly be inside that bag? Monica was too scared to look inside, so she slowly picked up the bag and put it in her trunk. Once back inside her car, she sighed. What could she do now? She drove home with the bag still rustling in the back of her car. When Monica returned home, she saw her daughter's car was already in the driveway. Monica sat in silence before being mentally ready to leave her car and confront her daughter. Monica immediately confronted her daughter about sneaking out of the house at night. Of course, Erica felt ambushed, and she denied everything. They got into a heated argument and both started yelling at each other when Monica ordered her daughter to follow her outside. Monica walked to her car and opened her trunk. Erica immediately turned pale at the sight of the bag. The bag was moving inside Monica's trunk, and she demanded an explanation from her daughter, but all Erica could do was stare in silence at the bag. Monica then grabbed the bag and brought it inside. She dropped it on the floor, but it made a strange sound. She looked at her daughter confusingly, but realized she had no intention of opening the bag anytime soon. So Monica took matters into her own hands and reached for the bag when suddenly her daughter yelled at her to stop. "Stop!" Monica looked at her daughter in shock. "What is going on, Erica?" Erica then kicked the bag to the side, but something rolled out of it. Monica screamed when she realized what it was. How could she do this? "Erica, how could you? A baby!" She quickly ran to the kitchen to grab a towel and carefully picked up the little baby when she realized what was going on. Monica looked at the baby in her hands. It physically looked like a baby, but it felt like something else. She then looked at her daughter and noticed she had a slight grin on her face. Monica became even angrier at her daughter. "You will tell me everything right now." "That isn't really a baby, Mom," she began. "And you're right," she continued. "I have been sneaking in and out of the house, but I have a good reason. This is all an experiment for my biology class. We had to take care of a baby to pass a test, but it all got a little out of hand." "This doesn't explain sneaking out of the house," Monica answered. Erica looked at the ground. "Well," she said, "the boy I got paired up with to care for the baby is actually my boyfriend." Monica looked at her daughter in shock. Boyfriend? How could she not know about this? Her daughter had been sneaking around to meet with her boyfriend. She couldn't believe what she was hearing. Monica grounded her daughter for a week and then set up a dinner to meet Erica's boyfriend. He turned out to be a good kid, and Monica approved of their relationship.